From author Brian K. Morris comes a tale of irreverent holiday horror, told with much inappropriate humor. Dr. Victor Frankenstein creates the spirit of giving himself. Ho, ho, ho. Santastein, or the post-holiday Prometheus. Available at Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
This program is brought to you by Nevermorians, just like you. Please consider becoming our patron on Patreon.com.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready!
Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore with your host, Brian K. Morris, independent publisher, freelance hybrid author, award-winning playwright, and former mortician's assistant. Beware, beware. That might not be a phone jingling in your pocket. Join the Nevermorians for morning mischief and madness at 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 Central. Your sense of humor is the only thing you need to wear.
And good morning, everyone. How the heck are you this morning? Hope you all had a great Tuesday and are looking forward to a fantastic Wednesday. We're on hump day. So everybody start humping right now. Just drop what you're doing and get the hump going anyway. Anyway, I'm your host, Brian K. Morris. Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore for December 2nd, 2020. We are almost at the finish line. We can all yell Jumanji. Anyway, thank you for watching us, whether you're watching us live or on the repeats. We really appreciate your support. We really do. And if you're watching us on Facebook on the Rising Tide Publications page or Indie Vent, we welcome you. Please give this video a like or some sort of reaction. We do appreciate it. It helps us and just takes a second of your time. Also, please like the page you're watching this on because it also helps the algorithms, helps that page become more discoverable on searches and such. Same thing with YouTube. If you're watching us on the Brian K. Morris Rising Tide Network page, thank you. And please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. And we'll keep bringing it to you, believe me. Also, if you're watching on the Geek Insider page, same thing. And please give the page a subscribe. It just takes a couple seconds. And same thing, it helps us with our searchability, as well as it doesn't cost you a thing. And you'll also ring that bell, please, and so you can get notices of when we'll be appearing next. And the show is brought to you today by Plasma Fire Graphics. When the look of your book matters to you, because it sure as heck matters to your readers. You also do those beautiful film trailers you saw at the start of the show. So please contact plasmafiregraphics.com for their rates and information. And also, this show is powered by geekinsider.com. Check out their amazing variety of shows on that page. Also by Rising Tide Publications, of which I am a part. Anyway, we had a fantastic, clever title pending last night with John C. Bruni, who was absolutely hilarious and insightful. And if you were taking notes, then your wrist has got to be in a splint this morning because he had so much great information. And expect John to come back. We are trying to confirm him for an immediate show that we're putting together right now, a couple of them. And we'll be talking to some of our favorite guests from this year to help celebrate 2020 and talk about other things. But anyway, that's another issue. We'll have more news on that as that arrives. And also, speaking of news, tonight at 8 p.m., 7 p.m. Central Time, we're going to have a very special episode of Clever Title Pending. Yes, 2 in 1 week. Boy, howdy, it must be Christmas. And we're going to have the wonderful Charles F. Millhouse as our co-host. And we're going to be talking about Pulp Reality #1, the book that was in such demand that it actually had to be released before yesterday, which was its official release date. But it is a bona fide hit. And we're going to be talking with not just him, but some of the contributors to it, including the great Bobby Nash will be joining us once again, as well as newcomer Kelly Austin and Rick Bradley. So please tune in tonight at 8 p.m. on the same place you're watching this right now, and prepare to be thrilled. Anyway, we are so freaking behind in the comments even before we start. Holy cow. Oh, you YouTube kids, you are so pesky. But I love seeing the fact that you guys are talking to each other. You don't even need me. All right, I'm going out, people. Maybe Casey still has some breakfast pizza left. But anyway, we love it. Anyway, let's start your conversation because you're the real stars of this show. And Gospel Illusionist Jake Lindsay says, "Hi, my friends. How are you? How are you this morning, young man? Hope you're doing well. And I have new pictures in printing. Excellent." And there's Sarah, our darling. Hello there. Who we're glad to say only has a mild upper respiratory ailment. You know, that's the thing anymore. You have to ask yourself, I've got a cough. Have I come down with coronavirus? I have I have a hangnail. Have I come down with coronavirus? It's a very real thing. But as of this morning, I was reading that the British Isles are actually fast tracking approval of their I think it's the Pfizer vaccine over in Great Britain, and one that will get it to the people of Great Britain that much sooner. And also it's going to put, they say, pressure on the federal the Pure Food Drug Administration, the FDA, that's what we'll call it, on maybe fast tracking the vaccine for this country, which right now is waiting in refrigerators in many major cities across the country. And as things stand now, they're saying that residents of nursing homes and frontline responders will get the vaccine first, which I'm all for. That's fine. I can wait. So anyway, to that we say covfefe. And by the way, did you see this? Yes, sirree. Check out the information at the bottom of this page, and you can get yourself a wonderful Rising Tide cup. Also, we have T-shirts and merch. We have merch now. Holy cats. And the coffee does taste better in it. I don't know how that happened. And it's machine washable safe. So anyway, check out our new merch page on Teespring, please. You'll see a link down below in the show stats. And good morning for Carl Witzman on YouTube. Glad to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. And hey, Carl, says Sarah. And hey, how are you this morning, Sarah, says Carl. And Carlene, hey, y'all. Mwah, glad to see you, Carly. Hope you're having a great morning. And craving caffeine, but drinking lots of water instead in order to stay hydrated. Still sick, but it's not COVID, so yay for that. That was the best news I could have heard, Sarah. And the thing is, you can still get hydrated through coffee, but you have to drink more of it, which is not a bad thing. But I think you're doing the right thing by definitely keeping to the pure stuff there. And yay, says Carl Witzman, we agree. And I only see 3 waiting. Did Jake leave? Jake, come back. Hey, Carly, send me some coffee through the interwebs. I wish. And good news, Sarah, says Carlene's sending interwebs coffee. There you go. Excuse me, just leave it to Carlene. And coffee has water in it, just saying. It's true. Yeah, tea and coffee still help you stay hydrated. But it's just that it is also, it also does excite the bladder and everything, gets that thing working up as, I know. And thanks, Carly. Yeah, Carly, it makes you Amy Hale a lot. Well, and just getting up and walking to and from the bathroom is exercise, which is good for you. It's healthy. And hello. Good to see you back, gospel illusionist Jake Lindsay. And haha, true, says Carl Witzman. And Carleen says, yes, but caffeine is dehydrating, Oxford, which is why it makes you pee so much. And hello, Jake, says Carl Witzman, but probably not in that voice. And hello, Jake, says Sarah, hopefully in that voice. And right, exactly, Carleen. And hey, Jake, says Carleen. Carl Witzman says, silly Donna, Oxford, is for this, that, and the other in series. I thought you were about to say that the Oxford, is for kids. Silly rabbit. And 6 mentions in the taser. I am gonna find out what that's about. I swear to God, I am. A comma is a freaking comma, Oxford, as far as I'm concerned. Amen, Carly. I'm with you. I think designating the Oxford comma is bigotry towards the regular oppressed comma who was here in this country long before any of us were. So anyway. There it goes. Oh my God. Wrap your mouth around that. And good morning all, says Ted Davies Artistry. Ted Davies Artistry on YouTube, on Facebook, and .com. Good to see you, Ted. And Ted is also going to be on Clever Title Pending this coming Tuesday. So if you like Clever Title Pending by Django, you're going to get your fill in the next week. 3 episodes in 7 days. Holy cow. We are planning some fun stuff. And, go ahead and start stocking for January now. And Carleen says, don't eat all the food out of the damn fridge. And Trevor Hawkins raises an excellent point. Good to see you, brother. Why aren't there Princeton and Yale commas? Just asking. Seriously. And, there ought to be even like a University of Indiana comma or whatever. And I think that's my face is Carly. Hey, Trevor, says Carl Witzman with excitement. And hello, by the way. Hello, Trevor. And we were laughing so hard in the green room this past Friday with the taser tit and 3 midgets and a taser. People need to join in more. Well, I would have, but I disconnected. I apparently picked the wrong evening to do so. And good question, Trevor, asks Carleen. And hey, Carl, says Trevor. And hey, Trevor, says Sarah. Howdy, Carly, says Trevor. Yeah, this is more fun. Being your voices, people. And how are my beautiful friends today? We are doing well. We hope you are doing well this morning, Jake. Hope everything is going well. And a good morning to you, Sarah, or Dark Mistress, he says with keen excitement. And hey, Trevor, says Carleen. And Carleen says, Carl's feeling a lot better since rethinking having me help shave his head before me having coffee. That just the mere notion of you holding a sharpened blade near anything vital, like his throat or the top of his skull, before you or anyone has coffee is it's making my stomach do Immelmans. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's Anyway, Grant Lankard, hey-o, happy hump day. Grant, glad to have you on Clever Title Pending last night. Great comments, great, in fact, everyone, I want to compliment everyone for your comments, your questions. John C. Bruning was quite impressed with you all, I will have you say. And I think it's a really fun show. I enjoyed it, and we learned more about Flinch books. Please pick up Quest for the Space Gods. I've got a story in there, and you will enjoy it. And we talked about Conrad von Honig, which was actually one of my favorite new pulp characters. And there's my notes for last night. Yes, I actually went to the trouble of writing notes for it. Most of the time I don't, because because I don't know John or at least before last night, I didn't know John as well as I know many of you when I ask you to be guests. So, and if you want to be a guest on the show, forget it. Anyway, we'll call you. No, Carl Witzman says, dang straight. Yes. And hi, Grant, says Carl Witzman, greeting the wonderful Grant. And I am surviving. Covfefe is being consumed, but to no avail, says Trevor Hawkins. It's just like football, brother. You got to keep running the play till you get it right. Don't forget, you can get your lovely and attractive Rising Tide cup. And if you were on my mailing list, you would have known about it at 5:15 last night. Same with my Patreon crowd. I actually timed the announcements to be simultaneous. Thank you, technology. So please consider, if you want to get advanced news on what we do, please consider signing up for my newsletter, which you can do at risingtide.pub. Or if you have Facebook Messenger, contact me directly with your email address, and I will sign you up personally and thank you. Also, if you want to support us on Patreon, please look for BrianKMorris.com, or excuse me, Brian K. Morris, all lowercase, all one word. And that'll send you directly to my page. Even $1 will get you something. You get mentioned. You know, those people that got mentioned at the top of the show. I'm still working at trying to get that as to be part of the habit, but they get mentioned as part of the show. They're also going to be mentioned in the upcoming Sandestein audiobook, which we'll start looking at or listening to actually next week. And we also have a couple of books in the pipeline that will have their names immortalized forever in those pages, as long as you're an active patron of mine on Patreon. So contact Patreon. So get on patreon.com/Brian K. Morris, or contact me and I'll send you a link. How's that? And hello, Jake and Grant from Trevor Hawkins. And Carl Witzman says, yeah, I have sinus issues today, but I'll live. You, Jake? And hanging in there, Jake. Hello, Grant. And Gospel Illusionist Jake Lindsay says, I'm pumped, Carl. Lots of caffeine and lots of posters I'm mailing today. Good. I agree with Carl. That's good. And 7 people are on YouTube, but only 3 likes right now. Better hit that thumbs up. The Dark Mistress has spoken. You do not want her evil dark punishments visiting you. It may sound fun, but it always does until someone loses an eye. Then it's hilarious. Anyway, and we've got a lot of people right now that are watching on our YouTube channel right now. In fact, we have more people watching us on YouTube than we do on Facebook, which thank you very much for that. And please, whether you are on Facebook or YouTube, I will see your comments here. So, and if you're watching us on the rerun, please consider coming down here when you're live, or when we're live, even better. You should be alive, because we haven't figured out a way to do a seance to get comments. But anyway, someone who is dear and dear to us is Ted Davies Artistry. Hey, good morning, all. Good to see you, Ted. Hope you are doing well, my friend. And tomorrow at 11 a.m. on Thursday, Ted and Carl are going to have a live YouTube show. So check that out on Ted Davies Artistry. Ted says, Sarah, and like the video. Sarah, thank you, Trevor. I do appreciate that. And hello, Ted, from Trevor Hawkins, fellow artist. And awesome, Trevor, good man. See, the Dark Mistress approves. And when she's happy, everyone's happy, if you know what I mean. But yeah, and we're up to 406 subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. It is... we have seen a lot of incredible growth on that channel, and we are about to start our new videos. We're gonna, they're gonna be a little awkward at first, probably, but that's when we're gonna figure out what y'all like. My first one may be on how to piss off people you're talking to, creative people. Because it seems like this last week I've had a number of people, no one here, that have basically, gone out of their way to waste my time, basically. And time is really, especially for a creative person, especially one who is self-employed, that is one of their most valuable assets, because that's the one thing we can't get back. So we like, for instance, don't just say, hey, Brian, and that's it. Leave a message. Your message is very important to me if you leave one. Otherwise, I'll ignore you. And don't end every sentence with LOL, especially if you're asking for advice. I did do this with someone, that I would say something and they'd be like, well, and they push back and go, why, I don't think I can do that. LOL. It's like, well, if you find my advice so amusing, go find some other people's that you'll find that you'll take seriously. So anyway, Gospel Illusionist Jake Lindsay says, I'd like to apologize to you all for seeing me like that on Monday. I've just been going through stuff behind the scenes. Jake, we all are right now. Right now is a really tough time, and it's a scant comfort to be able to tell someone, well, yeah, everyone's having troubles right now, but I'm just trying to say we do understand. And some of us have, because we've been around so long, we have better coping mechanisms. And so, and sometimes it translates into tough love, but it was love nonetheless, Jake. And we want to see you happy. We want to see you healthy. But sometimes you have to, go through the fire. I think of times like this as like a crucible, or like going into a furnace. If you have if you've ever done metal work, I took a metalworking shop when I was in 8th grade. And the thing is, every time you stick the metal into the fire, it burns away impurities. It burns away the parts that weaken it. And eventually it will make that steel or that iron so much stronger for having been put into the fire and then reshaped. And that's where you come in. You can make yourself the person you want to be. I wasn't always the suave, sophisticated, frequently naughty person you see before you. I was a wreck in high school. I wasn't much better when I was your age, but I was a little better because I started making myself into the person I wanted to become. And that's an ongoing process with many of us that we are all working towards evolving. And your time will come, Jake. But, right now, just know that you aren't alone. And know that there are people, the Nevermorians, care for you. No one says you got to get rid of that guy. Not one person. And we were all like, we're all in your corner, Jake. We want to see you succeed. We want to see you get through this. And you will. Just, hold on to your prayers. Hold on to your people that are close to you. You got a network of Nevermorians, brother. Not everyone has that. So just look at the positive aspects of the fact that you're still healthy, you still have a job, you still have a vocation that you love, your illusions, and you have a great future ahead of you. So stay strong, brother. Just stay strong. And showtime, says Carl Witzman 21 minutes ago. And so the show begins. Yes, it does. And I've already liked it, oh dark mistress, says Carleen. And it's a new day, Jake. Exactly, Carl. One more chance to get it right. And Sarah says it for all of us. It's okay, Jake. We're here for each other. And I thought Carly wrote dork mistress. That's Carl Witzman. And Grant Lankard says, oh, what happened Monday? You see, Grant, you can't miss an episode. You never know what you're going to miss. I missed the green room Friday, and everybody's telling jokes that I don't get the punchline to. So, just, whatever else you got going, you don't have anything else going. This is it. All right. This is your life from now on, Grant. Deal with it. Anyway, no. Oh, by the way, Grant has a newsletter coming out. Please contact Grant to sign up for it, because Grant can use the exposure, which is something that gets you 6 months in the county lockup if you do it next to a schoolyard. So I hear. But also he's developing his business, and he's got a great comic book coming out. And like I said, he's got a rather lengthy interview from a rather long-winded writer friend of his acquaintance that was a lot of fun to do. And he asked some great questions. So, and stuff I hadn't been asked before, which is a compliment because I'm elderly and I've been asked a lot of things like, where were you on the night of? But check out Grant Lankard's work. I think you're going to be hearing a lot from this man. And good, Dark Mrs. and lol, Carl. And hey, Grant, see, everybody's greeted. And there's Michaela J. Mwah, morning to you, hun. Saw that book cover of the next Warriors series book. Oh my God, that is a work of art. That is a thing of beauty, just like you. And really dug it. Good looking ad there. So anyway, whatever you did Monday, I'm sure it's fine, Jake. Everyone here seems pretty understanding. We are, except when we aren't. And usually it's me. But anyway, Naz, it's we all have our days when we're stronger than others, and every now and then, you gotta let it out. And that's what happened Monday, and we moved past it. So we're all good. And love to Michaela from Sarah. And hi, Sarah, says Grant Lankard. And good morning, Michaela, says Trevor Hawkins. And that fireball in the sky is a little too bright today. Yeah, I tried turning it down, but I couldn't find its knobs. And I'm big on knobs. But anyway, I was noticing that it's like everything's red outside. What the hell? Is something on fire after the last few days? And it looks like we're going to get a little bit warmer weather here in Hoosiervania here. So I'm grateful for that. And see, it's just the little things that I'm grateful for. Means I don't have to hibernate. So, and of course, much inappropriate humor. We wouldn't expect anything less from Mr. Morris, and you can always expect more Alfred Pennyworth. I promise you that. And Carl Winston, Michaela loved the book announcement post, most definitely. And I was complaining a lot. Francis Gospel Illusionist Jake Lindsay, it's all right, brother. It's all right, man. We all have our days. I go on my rants too, so you guys have heard me lose it every now and then. And someone remind Brian he promised more Wednesday with his show today. Well, good gosh almighty, Trevor Hawkins. We are here this morning. We're going to be on tonight at 8 p.m. with a special behind the scenes look at Pulp Reality #1 with Charles F. Millhouse, Bobby Nash, Kelly Austin, and myself. We are going to have fun and Falderall, and we hope you'll all join us tonight. And we hope you all score a copy of Pulp Reality #1. It's already getting some great reviews. It's got a really good review from Airship 27's Ron Fortier. For you older comic fans, if you remember the Now Comics Green Hornet, as far as I'm concerned, he wrote the definitive Green Hornet. He was great. And Michaela Jane says, thanks, Carl. Sarah says, oh, yes, it is, Michaela. My blinds are shut tight. Otherwise, Sarah's flesh begins to smoke, and it's not a pretty sight, but she is. Anyway, Carl Winsman, we are pretty forgiving here. We are. Yeah, they even forgive me, Jake. Good Lord. How much better does that have to be? And Clyde Hall, a flash of Brian before countdown. Good morning, Nevermorians. It means I hit the wrong button again. Clyde, thank you for being here, my friend. It is so good to see you. Hope you are doing well this morning. And Charles at Millhouse, hello to you, my friend. Looking forward to tonight at 8 p.m. With the special edition of Clever Title Pending. And that is something that could become a habit in 2020, later in 2021. We have discussed the possibility of doing 2 shows a week. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how much time it takes from my schedule, my already busy writing schedule, which sometimes gets done. But anyway, oh, and by the way, how did everyone do on NaNoWriMo? We are 2 days past it. I did I think it was about 23,000 words. Didn't get in on time to input my last 1,500, but yeah, I did about a little over 23,000 words, which is not even half of the 50,000 I needed to win NaNoWriMo this year. But the thing is, I have an extra 14 chapters of a book in the hopper now, well on its way to development, and we're going to finish this, then go back to Aquatic again and do the polish on it. And I'm really proud. In fact, I think I'm a winner. I really do. And I've talked to other people who made it, and congratulations. I know Aaron Casey made it. I think Alex Penland made it. God bless you, ladies. So proud of you both. And I know some of us did not hit the goal, but I'm proud of us too, because we're further along than someone who didn't even start. And there's always next year, just like the Cubs used to say. So I'm pretty happy. I am very happy with what happened, and it can be Cal. Yes, and hello, Charles F. Millhouse. I want to make sure I said that. And Grant Lanker, Brian, did you see that there's a new Frank Zappa documentary directed by Bill from Bill and Ted? I'm waiting till I can watch it for free. I can't stand Frank Zappa's music, but I find him fascinating. He's one of my role models. Now, I found out some things about him in recent years that I don't find agreeable, such as the fact that he would put his band members up in like a motel and have them sleeping 4 to a room, while he got the best place in town and slept by himself. And I understand he could be a bit of a taskmaster at times, and but I love his philosophy. He was very iconoclastic, and he's one of those people that right now, I would love to have seen the music he produced now. Just like I'd love to hear what George Carlin would say about today. There is just so much rich fodder for their creativity. For those of you who don't know, Frank Zappa is a musician. He rose to prominence in the mid-'60s with a very iconoclastic group called the Mothers of Invention. And they managed to blend jazz, doo-wop, rock and roll, top 40, and dissonance, which is sounds that are not in harmony with each other. and he started doing solo work in the around 1970, and he mixed between the two things. But the thing is, he attracted a great number of amazing musicians like Jim Pons, Howard Kaylan, and Mark Volman of the Turtles. Also, John Lennon, Yoko Ono played with him on one occasion, which is on YouTube. I did find that. Also, Jean-Luc Ponty, who was an incredible jazz violinist. George Duke, an incredible jazz pianist. Ruth Underwood, who is a percussionist who's in that special, who has played with many symphony orchestras as a percussionist. Also, Ainsley Dunbar, who has been with Jefferson Starship, Journey, John Mayall's Blues Breakers, a whole bunch of great groups. But yeah, and I do like Zappa's music. Now, some of it is really hard to listen to, but there's so much of it that is just so awesome. And some of his commentary is a bit offsetting, but he also became a hero during the 80s, during the time when a group of concerned parents were trying to put record labels out, and Zappa basically owned Congress for a couple days. But I like the man, and his autobiography is really interesting, Grant, if you've never read it. But yeah, and I do like his music. Not all of it I'd be humming for sure. It's like Revolution Number 9, but to me, but but his musicianship was just so amazing. And I also love there was one album he did with Flo and Eddie, Volman and Kaylan, where it was loosely based on a legend dealing with Frank Zappa and the Mud Shark, which we won't repeat here. It's that kind of story. But with three members of the Turtles, actually, the bass player Jim Pons was there too in the band. They're playing along, and you hear Zappa like sending up various bits of music in the course of his career. But then at the end of the drama, you hear the drum beat, and then all of a sudden the band launches into a letter perfect version of Happy Together, done it totally straight. I really think I love Zappa's music. I really do. At first I didn't, but I realized what it was about. And once I got it, I became a huge fan. But anyway, it could be called venting, Jake. We all do it. And we do. Like, I go on rants about Frank Zappa. You can tell I'm a fan. Oh, and Grant, if you ever hear, do a search for Burt Ward Frank Zappa. Burt Ward, when he was playing Robin on the 1966 Batman series, made a series of recordings for a record label, Verve, and Zappa happened to be there, and they said, well, why don't you put this together? And he actually put together some really fun music. But there is a song called Boy Wonder, I Love You that is hilarious. And the legend has it that it kind of takes pokes at Burt and his kind of naivety about life at the time. It's a very funny thing, but the legend has it that Burt didn't realize what he was saying, that he didn't realize the words he was uttering. But there's some great music came out of that session with also had Roy Estrada, Elliot Ingber, and Jimmy Carl Black of the original Mothers of Invention playing, and they really got some great musical chops. Anyway, Jake, you're fine, says Sarah, who sends love. We rise and help others rise the best we can for ourselves and for each other. Amen. There's Sarah wins. That's the rising tide philosophy, and it works. It does work. Many of us are beneficiaries of that. And hey, Sarah, and Mr. Hawkins says Ted Davies artistry. And Michaela J says, oh, good. The ad I just heard said my sense of humor is the only thing I need to wear because, yep, I'm dressed properly. Well, that's disappointing. But anyway, we still have our imaginations, Michaela. Love you. Anyway, covfefe. And that's right, Trevor. Sometimes we just need to let things out. Anyway. All the images going through my mind. Michaela and Sarah, hello, how are you? Anyway, hey, it's Ted, says Carl Witzman. And Gospel Illusionist Jake Lindsay says, oh, Carl, my sinuses are way worse. I've been having nosebleeds all week. Do you have a humidifier? Sometimes we get that here in this house too, but we have a humidifier. And sometimes what you can do is just leave out a pan of water and let it evaporate to fill the air with moisture. That might help. Also, check your blood pressure too. That could also be a factor. Wow, Michaela, Christian is going to be so upset that he wasn't here. Oh, he's probably crying right now. And dress properly as well, Michaela. That's up to interpretation, but yes. And remember, ladies, if you're wearing a smile, then you're properly dressed. We just had a comment dump here from StreamYard. So let's soar back here and come on, here we go. Come on back. Wait a second. Let's see. No, wait a second. It's okay. Hide that. Okay, and then good morning, Susan. Hello, and I'm Susan. I'm sorry I'm missing you here because let's see. Can I get it? Okay, let's see here. Okay, anyway. From you. Anyway, you're here, ball as well, and that's it. The T-Certa lady. Hello, Susan. Mwah, glad to see you. They just cut off part of my comments. Dang it. Anyway, I'm sure Christian will make up for it, no doubt. Susan Basham, there you are. I thought it was you, Susan. Mwah. Hi, Sarah and Carl. I've had to turn my humidifier on as well. My sinuses are like the Sahara. Hashtag T-Turtles forever. Definitely. Susan, glad to see you here. Missed you, hun. Glad to have you back. And I'd use a humidifier, but I hate refilling it. Okay, here's some more tough love, Jake. Wah. Call the wambulance. Oh, I've got to fill it with water. Oh, that's so difficult. Wah. Okay, tough love. Anyway, Jake's like, why do I put up with you, Brian? Anyway, Alfred Payworth said, I decided to extend the sale I was doing for Cyber Monday. Well, because I can. Now, the sales continue through Sunday night at midnight for $12 on Amazon. If you want a signed copy, order it directly from him and get the book for $10. There is the address. Check it out. And there he is, John B. Pica, the storyteller. Good morning, Multiverse. Good morning, Susan Pica, johnpica.com. And also Impossibilists on Patreon. Check out his stuff, man. Check out his Patreon page. It is filled with wonderfulness. And speaking of filled with wonderfulness, good morning, everyone, from Bill Sarn, Sarnard76, the artwork of Bill Sarn, where everything old is new again. Good to see you. And hello, Mr. Pica. And Ted Davies is bringing coffee and some, is that beer I see in there? Oh, God bless you, young man. And don't forget, folks, you can get your own in, I think it's 3 or 4 different colors. So anyway, and John B. Pica, the storyteller, says, yes, the Pfizer vaccine was approved in the UK for emergency distribution. Yay. And they expect the CDC to approve our vaccine on December 10th. Yeah, there's like a couple of meetings that have to occur. And plus, I think it was Pfizer or Norvino, whoever, but one of the companies didn't include all of their paperwork, and so they got that rushed in. So we're on track, folks. The vaccine is coming. And Jake Lindsay says, by next non-con, I'm going to have poster prints, and here's the best part: they're free for everyone. That is so cool. And merch is a good thing. Thank you, Joe Dog McKeel. Yeah, we just got this. Oh, and if you didn't get to see our video, here's something else we've got. Okay, we're going to have to hold on. We're out of frame for a moment here. How cool is this, huh? You could be safe and fashionable and advertise for me. Anyway, we had to get this going. We were just so proud of this. So if this comes up as my one of, YouTube will sometimes take pictures of what we're doing on the air. If this comes up, I may replace the one I've got up there now. But anyway, it's very breathable. And it does have, a little bit of the various plies in there. It is a 4-ply, and it is hand washable, hang to dry. This is not a surgical mask or respirator. So remember that if you're looking for respiration, that is not for you. But yeah, we've also got phone cases, tote bags, many of them in different colors. So we've got some purple stuff in there too, if you're like in a Prince mood or something. So anyway, please check out our merch. It's down below with all of our various backlinks. You'll see it down there. And Brian says, Sarah, I knew you were hiding something on the other side of that coffee mug the past several days. Snazzy, isn't it though? Yeah, I think it turned out wonderfully. I really do. And we are going to be putting out some more with some of our book covers and other bits of amazingness. So thank you, Sarah. Appreciate that. I'm loving it. I seriously do. I was, and what really spurred me, I've been wanting to do it for a couple of years, but I was talking with Master Ron Fitzgerald. We were exchanging promotion tips one day when we were talking on the phone, and we generally get on the phone. We talk for about 3 or 4 hours at a time. We're like a pair of teenage girls. But what a stereotype, Brian. Shame on you 2 times. Prepare for your spanking. Ooh. Anyway, but he asked me a question, and he does a lot of stuff with his merch, and I said, that's a really cool idea. And he said, yeah, why are you drinking out of a coffee cup that doesn't have your logo on it? And I didn't have a good answer except that I need to get busy. So I did. So thank you, Master Ron Fitzgerald, for so much. Thank you for being my friend, too. Which, by the way, I believe he's going to have another magic special later this month later in December. I think it's around the 19th. And I look forward to seeing that. Jobby Pica, the storyteller, says, as a health insurance agent, you can imagine how in tune I have to be. Yeah, and I have to be in tune because I'm a paranoiac. So anyway, and I got to keep my wife healthy too. And hey, Brian, Glenn B. Fleming, so good to see you, Glenn. Hope you're having a great, for you, great afternoon. Hope everything's going well, and I see you guys are in the Empire there are about to get your COVID vaccines. I hope. Anyway, I hope you guys get the fast track on that. Glenn, it is always good to see you. Check out the work of Glenn B. Fleming on Amazon. He does a lot of cool stuff with comics history. Looking forward to it. I gotta get me some of that. And Grant Lankert said, this is one of those mornings where my wife got the coffee just right. Well, that is a good thing. Well, my wife made this cup of coffee, and it's just right, too. Yeah. I can't imagine a day without coffee. I'm so addicted. Anyway, Jake Lindsay says, oh, by the way, I've been checking my Facebook videos. 9 of them have 1,000 views. Excellent, Jake. Way to go. Good man. And that's one thing I've started doing myself is kind of keeping a track of how my videos are doing. And let's see. Let's check. Has anyone subscribed? I'm trying not to check this like every 10 minutes. I really am. But as long as I'm here, let's take a look. And we have 16 people watching this right now. We are glad you're here, and 406 subscribers. That makes me happy because I was realizing a year ago I had 9. So we have had some serious growth in this program, and we want to thank every one of you who have contributed to that, and thank you for your ongoing support of the Rising Tide mission. So and speaking of people we support Glenn B. Fleming. Super Spies and Secret Agents number 0 is now live on Amazon. 52 full color pages packed with files on your favorite spies and secret agents. Emma Peel, The Man from U.N.C.L.E., Gemini Man, I remember that was I believe that was Ben Murphy, right? And much, much more. Check that out on Amazon. That's Amazon Co. UK, but I'm sure it's on the American version of Amazon too. So please check it out. And savor the flavor, Grant. Oh yeah. And damn, Jake, congrats. That is very cool. And thank you to Brian Wenzoff and Robert Beatty for sharing this video. Much appreciated. And nice about the views, says Sarah. Yeah, just this is a game. You keep playing, you get closer to winning. So definitely keep up what you're doing, Jake. Keep it going. All right. And the thing is, we're doing the same thing with our YouTube channel. We welcome everyone who is on there, and right now, for instance, and we can check this via StreamYard, by the way, people. We have more people watching on our YouTube channel than we have on all of our Facebook combined. So we welcome everyone that's on the tube of views. That sounds horrible. Anyway, England has already approved 2 vaccines, says Bill Sarden, and was reported to start vaccinations in 2 weeks, according to WGN Radio this morning. Another interesting comment from the CDC last night was that they're now saying that those who have COVID only have to quarantine for 10 days now. Yeah, I saw the announcement yesterday on a couple of news services that they've lowered the I've also heard 7 to 14 now, whereas it was a hard 14 in the past. Now it can be as low as 7 days. And by the way, speaking of COVID, Sarah has dodged a bullet here, for which, thank you God, we are grateful. But Sean D. Hilton, a friend of the show, the proprietor of Comics Cubed in Kokomo, Indiana, did not. And his wife, Chrissy, has it. And so he and his wife are quarantining for the prerequisite number of days. And so there may be some, there's always going to be fallout from that sort of thing, but he has a business to run. And he's just a good guy, and we don't want to see him or his darling wife be ill. So please aim some prayers and good thoughts at those two, please. All right, they are supporters of the show and good friends of ours. All right, and speaking of good friends, there's Dave Noe. Glad to see you, brother. I've been posting this on the Indelible page lately, wherever I find it live. NDF is School for Creators, in my opinion. Thank you. Well, we try, Dave. And Clever Title Pending is even more so. If you get a chance to be on, to check that out, and I hope you do, because the thing is, we talk to a lot of people that do books. We talk to people who do comics. We do, we've got some other people in other disciplines we want to talk to too. But a lot of what we all do in the creative field really ties together, and I have found a lot of benefit, actually. I have sold a lot of comic books, for people I work with, on the strength of what I learned as a book person. And I've sold books from what I've learned being a comic person. See, the two, there is an intermingling. There is it's kind of like a Venn diagram, and there's a center there, a little oval, where the tactics of both intersect, but they each do something different that sets you apart from the group. So Dave, I'm glad you recognize our educational mission here. And the thing is, if you're watching on either my page on Facebook or any of the pages actually that this show appears on, there is an archive of shows. We've got most of our Clever Title Pending since it became an interview show. Originally, it was just like this, me reading your comments. But it evolved into an interview show, and I'm really happy with it, to the point where we might be adding a second day sometime or second night of that sometime in 2021. So stay tuned for details. All right. But Dave Noe, it's good to see you. And definitely check out Indelible. There's a page for it on Facebook. Check out what they do. They are working to not only revive a lot of the old classic Dell characters, but also create some new ones of their own. So check out that work, all right? And wrap your mouth around that, says BKM. Hashtag under the sheets. Every chance I get, Sarah. And I'm over 2020, says Robert Beatty. Good to have you here, Robert. My cousin passed a couple weeks ago. Someone keeps stealing the hat off my cousin Eddie Manikin, and now my grandfather lost his battle with cancer the other night. Oh, Robert. Wow, I'm so sorry, man. This stuff just happens in droves, doesn't it? But anyway, Robert, sincerest condolences to you and your family, and I hope all the memories become golden. There's a lot of 2020. I can't wait to see it in the rearview mirror. I really can't, but man, that's rough. Sincerest love to you, man. Seriously, Robert, really. And hashtag bring cookie home, says Bill Sarn. Thank you, brother. Much appreciated. And thanks, says Gospel Illusionist Jake Lindsay. I'm not about views so much as a friend told me they were the most viewed. I was like, holy cow. Oh, yeah. yeah, it's kind of fun to see how many views you can accumulate. And the thing is, leave it up there because people like you. They'll go back and watch your old shows. I've been seeing that as we gain followers on YouTube, that they're going back and looking at the old shows, which I dig. Definitely want to steer them to Clever Title Pending because we do have some great conversations on there, and a lot of it comes from you guys. Cigar Show live Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Ted and Carl will learn you will learn you some good things. Well, good. I can always stand some more learning. Anyway, that's gonna be a fun show. I love their cigar show. It's just a really fun experience. Those two have such great chemistry. So definitely check out that show on YouTube tomorrow. Ted and Carl are going to be live on Ted Davies Artistry, and please subscribe to that channel because Ted deserves more people than he's got. And I am not going to wrap my lips around anything that a person of small stature is going to taste. Oh, that's shocking. And DDK, mwah, good morning, Vietnam. Oh, wait, Ohio. Deanne, mwah, how are you, darling? Good to see you. Sarah says, see how Facebook viewers are missing out on pre-show conversations? Oh, if they only got in sooner. And it's like I was like 60 comments or more behind by the time we launched the show this morning. I may have to just start starting the show when everyone gets here. You know, maybe have a pre-show. And Mark Leonard, I saw you sneak in here, Professor Mark. How the heck are you, Uncle Mark? Hope you're doing well this morning. And let's see, here we go. And Sarah says, hi, Dee. Mwah. And Joe Dog McKeel says, oh, you missed out in the green room. Told a story about a brother-in-law putting his taser in his back pocket. Christian fell out of his chair. Oh, my God. Oh, that puts a literal sense on the phrase, ride the lightning. And it's funny. I've got a lot of friends who are on the police force here in Lafayette, Indiana, and I've talked to them all because part of the thing they have to do as part of their, not so much initiation, but things they have to know is they get pepper sprayed in the face. So they know the effects and, it teaches them to be careful with it, not to use it injudiciously, but they get pepper sprayed and they get tased. And each and every one of them had told me that they would all rather have a face full of pepper spray than even 2 seconds with that taser. And I admit I do like the cop videos, like Officer 401 and things like Vilified Freedom and Mike the Cop and Donut Operator, and they show various people getting tased. And there's one, if you can look up P Barnes, Barnes, P, just letter P Barnes, and it's this one First Amendment auditor, i.e. YouTube troublemaker, who is trying to walk into a courtroom while it's in session, deciding that he needed some face-to-face with the judge. And there is this one very stony-faced guy who looks like a brick wall with a mustache named P, and his name tag says P Barnes, and basically informs the guy, you are not going in there, and if you do not stand away, I'm going to have to tase you. And he basically let him ride the lightning for as long as he could. And I also saw another one where a guy got tased right in the most sensitive part of a man, shall we say. The screams are highly gratifying. And DDK says, Sarah! All right. But anyway, Joe Dog, I'm sorry I missed that. I really am. With every passing day. And hey, Dee and Joel says Carl Witzman. And hi, Carl. Everyone's on YouTube today. And then someone said digits, and I thought they said midgets. Things went down from there. That's all I'll say about the green room. I doubt that's the last you'll talk about it, Sarah. But it sounds like I missed a definite show. Sorry I missed you guys saying, hi, Carl. Don't assume I'm rude. No. The only rude one here is me, Grant, and everyone's used to it. And I'm making real progress on book 3, says Michaela Jade, while book 2 is polished and getting ready for printing. The Rogue Stone Elite Warriors series is really coming together. I love seeing that, Michaela. I'm so proud of you. And hi, T. Hawkins, Trevor. Good to see you and Grant's getting along there. And Carl Westman, no problem, Grant. It's a conversational mess in here. Yeah, and I'm not doing anything to help. And hey, Carl, says Joe Dog McKeel. And DDK says, Brian Austin surprised me coffee with a phone holder. It plugs into the vent in the car, so we listen to your show on the way home from shopping. Well, hello, Austin. Much love. Big wet sloppy kisses to you, and same to you, Dee Dee. Mwah. Glad you got something, and I'm glad you're enjoying the show. Seriously. And is that coffee mug a perk of Patreon, or can anyone purchase? Yes, Trevor. Thank you for that segue. This is now live on Teespring. I have a link in the comment, not in the comments, but in the, the copy about the show, where I list like where you all can contact me, and merch is now a new line in there. And like I said, you can order from Teespring. This thing comes very handsomely packaged. I mean, I think I could probably play baseball with it and not harm the contents. And it makes your coffee or your tea or whatever beverage you have, adult or otherwise, taste so much better. It really does. Oh, my goodness, that's the moment the poets dedicate their lives to describing. So yeah, no, it's not tied into my Patreon. It is a general merchandise gift, and so it is available for purchase. I don't remember how much. I know the COVID masks are about 14 or 15. But yeah, we're very proud of that, and we hope you all will consider adorning your cabinet with stuff. Anyway, Gospel Illusionist Jake Lindsay says Sarah's not evil; she's a sweetheart. Don't ruin her reputation, please. And also are you. And Meredith Logren, mwah! Our giantess says, "Good morning, Nevermorians. I can't stay, but I want to wish you all a wonderful, productive, happy hump day." Well, Meredith, we're glad you came in to just long enough to hump with us. Anyway, Meredith Logren, check out wildoneforever.com. Also, check out Geek Insider. There's a bunch of great programs of which we are a part and proud to be. And I didn't say it, but one of my goals for the first quarter of, Meredith asked asked yesterday on Facebook what our goals are for the end of the year. And I said that I'd like to get my subscriber list on YouTube up to 450, which I think is doable. I'm no Christian Basil, for which my wife is probably grateful. But here's enough with just being me. But one of my goals is I want to pass Geek Insider on YouTube. I want to have 700 subscribers. I want more. Do you hear me? More? But no. Actually, the more subscribers we get, my goal is not monetization. That's not even a factor, but it will increase the reach. It will increase your messages, and for people who advertise with the show, the fact is, once you're on the show, I don't take your ad out. So if you advertise with us, that stays up forever, as long as I keep that episode in, online, and I don't see any reason to not do that. So, so like Plasma Fire Graphics gets a lot of attention because of their sponsorship of the show. I've been told that. So definitely check it out. Also, Geek Insider has advertising opportunities that I think you all need to avail yourself of. I need to talk to you, Meredith, about that. Anyway, Meredith, I love you, and I hope you're having a great Wednesday so far. And come to the dark side. We have special treats, says Sarah. And hey, Meredith, she continues, hashtag buttbeard. And Carl Westman says, hey, Meredith. And Michaela J says, morning, Meredith. And DDK says, have a great day, Meredith. Stay safe. And incredible growth, says Trevor Hawkins. Where's Christian when you need him? Mercifully not listening. Otherwise, I'm sure he'd have grabbed onto that like, never mind. Hey, Christian's in a meeting, but we'll pop in if or when he can, says Sarah. Okay, glad we need to know where Christian is at all times. Actually, Christian, he can get in here. He'll pop in without warning. And so please don't ignore me, Brian. I can't ignore you, Glenn. I like you too much. It may take a while to get around to you, but I do not ignore I don't know anyone here I'd ignore. Excellent, Sarah. Glad you know where the altar boy is. Yeah, we all sleep better knowing where the altar boy is. And Jake Lindsay says, I'm truly blessed to have you all in my life, because other than you guys and my parents, I have no one else in my life that actually care about me. Well, we do, Jake. We really do. So, like I said, if you come, bring your troubles here, man. Seriously, we'll try to help you get through them. And howdy, Meredith, says Trevor Hawkins. And yep, Trevor. DDK says, Jake, you just hang in there. We do all to the best we can with what we have. Much love and appreciation for what you're going through. You're not alone, man. You are far from alone. And yes, Jake, we're working together. And there he is, Brian Winslow. Hello, everyone. Brian, you never followed up on that Hey Brian yesterday. What the heck? Anyway, good to see you here, Brian. Also, check out Reels and Heels this Saturday at 2:15 Eastern. They're going to talk about cool stuff, and you'll want to be around for that. And I'm going to chew gum and kick life's butt, and I'm all out of gum. Jake Lindsay, that's right. If you can't get comfort from the soothing words of Rowdy Roddy Piper, then life is truly doomed. You're on the right track, brother. And Jeffrey Hayes, good to see you, my man. Dang, good morning. All sorry I'm late. Was absorbed in sketching up a new cover and got lost in it. So check out Plasma Fire Graphics /book covers HTML. Definitely check out his book covers if you saw his ad at the top of the show. And it's pretty danged impressive. And if you didn't see it, and this is a good segue, it looks something like this. That's Plasma Fire Graphics. When the look of your book matters to you, they also do those great book trailers. They do a lot of great spot ads. Definitely contact plasmafiregraphics.com and see what Jeffrey Hayes can do for you, because he's brilliant. He's awesome. I like him. And Brian Westloff, hello from Ted Davies. And Trevor Hawkins says, that's a good perspective to take, Jake. Most definitely. And there she is, Amy Hale, author.amyhale.com, author Amy Hale on Facebook, and Amy Hale's Angels on Facebook. Check her out. She's got a new book coming out soon. It's going to be awesome because Amy is awesome. Amy, is always a pleasure to have you here. And I got to get in touch with you soon, hon, about something I'm up to. And Joe Dog McKeel says, I have a secret way to make millions of dollars. I just need every man, woman, and child in America to send me just 1 penny. Once I get to the reserved amount, I will release the secret. Oh, it's like my uncle. You know, it sounds like something my late uncle used to say about he wanted to win the Irish lottery. He gets $1 million, but unfortunately, it's $1 every year for the next million years. And Susan Basham says, "Hold on, Jake, just hang in there. Seriously, love you, Susan." And for the U.S., for the works of Glenn B. Fleming, check that out. You need his books. If you love comics, you are going to love the work of Glenn B. Fleming. Seriously, you are. And Joe Dog forgot his commas. Oh, no. Better go back and pick them up and dust them off. Carl Westman, I'll bring you a penny in person someday, Joe. Yeah, and Joe Dog, I may bring you like 5 or so just in case we don't see each other for 5 years. And Trevor Hawkins says, just don't say the S word around here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Jake sent me a couple of pictures of the Ohio countryside. And I didn't see any grass on it. It was all this white crap. And I figured a whole bunch of pigeons crapped in his backyard or something. That's the only comfort I can derive from that photo. Otherwise, it looks like. And Brent Schnarman says, sounds like the party is here on YouTube today. It always is, brother. It always is. And it's pretty chilly by Florida standards today. That's enough out of you already, Brian Winslow. If I hear that, oh, it's down to 75 today, we're freezing to death around here. We're having to break up the furniture to stay warm. You know, I'm coming down there. And I'm going to tell everyone I know you. That'll teach you a lesson. Anyway, you mean snow? Trevor had to say it to poke. Well, and it sounds like you need a good poking, Sarah. But anyway, hey, Brett, yep, this is where the party is. That's where all the cool kids happen. And yeah, Sarah, says Trevor Hawkins. And Carl Wisman whips the dark mistress. Ooh, pictures or it didn't happen. And Jake Lindsay says, Sarah brings the party. Sarah is the party, I'm telling you. And whips back, oh, Dark Pope. Okay, pictures of that too. Jeffrey Hayes says, last night's Clever Tile Pending was great with John. Looking forward to the special edition of Clever Tile Pending tonight. Awesome, folks. Yeah, seriously, Jeffrey, we got some really cool people coming up. And not only do we have thank you for that excuse for a segue. Tonight, again, at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Central, we'll have a special Clever Tile Pending with the cast and part of the cast and characters from Pulp Reality #1, a brand new pulp-flavored magazine. I am in it. It is published and edited by Charles F. Milhouse. And we've got a couple of the contributors in also. Rick Bradley, Our own Rick Bradley will be there. Our own Bobby Nash, the one and only Bobby Nash, who just won an award for his pulp writing yesterday. I'm so proud of that guy. What a great, great accomplishment. And Kelly Austin, who is a newly minted published writer, she will be a part of the proceedings, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And I think I saw Candace Comaleri, who's also in Pulp Reality. Mwah! Love you, Candace. Hope you're still around. I love you. Looking forward to talking to you soon. And but anyway, yeah. And John C. Bruni, who was on the show last night, said he's going to be probably in Pulp Reality number 3, which is exciting news. But also, speaking of clever title pinning, we have the special edition tonight. This coming Tuesday, we will have the return of Ted Davies, and then the week after that, I believe it's the 15th. Mr. Jeffrey Hayes of Plasma Fire Graphics will be on the show. I'm so looking forward to talking to you in person, Jeffrey. We haven't done that yet. We got to make it happen. And 2 clever title pinnings in 1 week. What did we do to deserve this? I don't know what amount of evil you have performed, Grant, but deal with your penance, all right? And do it cheerfully. No, seriously, I like doing clever title pinning, and you guys are so awesome. Please bring your questions for the panel tonight, because this is a magazine we're publishing now. This is a little different than a book. And, like what goes into the thought of publishing other people, because that's something we could all do as self-publishers, is publish other people. And, that's an entire conversation right there. So please bring your questions tonight. We would welcome it. Otherwise, it'll just be me and Charles and Rick doing dirty jokes and embarrassing Kelly, probably. But anyway, Carl Westman says, I'm glad that Sarah and Joe Dog reminded me of those incidents in the green room, because I certainly don't recall them. Wonder why. It could be because of the beverages you were consuming, I suppose. Trevor dies laughing from Carl and Sarah exchange. Yeah, and I want the pictures from it. And Brett says, oh Lord, we went from a party to something more kinky. The whips are out. You got that right. Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore for December 2nd. Welcome to the pre-Christmas episode. And mayhaps a bit tipsy, Carl. Tee. And Michaela J says, my NaNoWriMo just started in December, but I'm 17,000 words into it. That is great, Michaela. I'm so proud of you, darling. I really am. And and I'm still working on my first draft Flash novel. We're on chapter 18, probably about another 7 chapters left to go. I've got to set up a fight scene soon, because it's been a couple of chapters. And Trevor, it's fun, says Sarah. Jake Lindsay says, I'm going to be doing a stream at some point this week, opening fan mail. If you're interested, seriously, do it, man. Seriously, and consider using StreamYard and setting up a YouTube channel for it, too. You might as well get that started out. And the Dark Church of the Rising Tide leadership needs to get along, says Trevor Hawkins. No, the whips and the various clamps on the sensitive areas, that is how they get along. Okay. Anyway, Carleen says, Sarah, have we forgotten any numbers from last Friday? And yes, Brett says, Sarah, the whips are out cracking loud. And Susan Basham says, Frank Zappa, anyone that names their daughter Moon Unit has got to be cool. Yes, and also what is it, Ahmet and Dweezil? And Dweezil's an incredible guitarist. I mean, I think he's as good as his old man was, if not just a tad better. The man can, he's really talented. And the thing is, Dweezil and Moon Unit are also really good actors. They had a sitcom, of all things. And Cindy Williams of Laverne and Shirley played their mom, and it only lasted like 1 summer, but it was funny, and those two were terrific. And I guess Moon has a career not only as an actress, but also as a stand-up comedian. And the thing is with the Zappa estate, there is a bit of a cloud hanging over it. For a number of reasons, but about how they've marketed Frank. And at one point, Dweezil was touring with a group called Zappa Plays Zappa, where he was playing his father's music with a group of all-star musicians. And at one point, his mother said, you can't do that anymore because we want more royalties out of you. So, it's the business side gets a little ugly in the Zappa family, but the creativity is amazing. Jake Lindsay says, it's 29 degrees at my house. Yeah. I think we're supposed to get up into the low 40s today, and I welcome it. And everyone behave. Christian Basil's here. Arise, Wednesday Morris Monster. Yeah, I've got nothing. That's it. Okay. Christian, we love you. Hope you're doing well. And please check out The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. They've got over 42,000 likes on Facebook. And if you need a reminder as to why they've earned all of them, here it is.
This is the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to us wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. Also catch us on the HWWS Web TV YouTube channel. Subscribe today and become part of the legend.
Check out The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Incredible interviews, great panels, and guests galore. Wait till you check out their guest list. They've had a couple of doctors on there, and I'm not talking about Fauci or Kildare. They've had several people who've been a major part of the great show that we've come to love. And what about the news that two of the family are leaving in the holiday episode? That makes me sad. But anyway, please check out The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS and participate just like we are and have, and you too can hashtag become part of the legend. Check it out. Anyway, Michaela Jade says, I was called a marketing guru. I'm not sure I agree. Opinions. There's the imposter syndrome right there. I get called that too. And I think I'm like you. I just see all the areas where I can do better. And that's the part I see when, but I think marketing guru is like being a computer guru. It's the person that knows just a little bit more than you do or is actively doing more. And the thing is, anyone can be a guru. Just get off your ass and start promoting yourself. Talk about your work. Share it with others. That's what, you just keep doing it. You have to, because, the work doesn't sell itself anymore. All right. But anyway, I agree. You are a guru. I think you are an inspiration. I try to keep up with you. And has anyone seen the Netflix documentary about the creation of the bikini? It's a 2-part series. It's quite revealing. It's a Joe Dog McKeel. Oh, yeah, it sounds like it's my kind of show. I'll have to look for that. And Alex Winter is a pretty good director. Yeah, Brian Winslow, I understand he's been doing a lot of that since the Bill and Ted days, because you kind of get typecast sometimes in Hollywood. But he's a decent actor. He's a really decent actor, but I guess he's turned into a superlative filmmaker. And Trevor Hawkins mocks Joe Dog McKeel with his laughter. And Joe Dog, I'm dying. Joe Dog's hilarious. Check out Stupid O'Clock tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern, and also Saturday nights at 11. It is a great conversation show. I love listening to it. It's great. And the two we mentioned are the ones I wrote down, Carly. I think we got them. And Michaela Jade is mocking Joe Dog with her laughter, but in that loving way. And Michaela, do you have a turban? Says Carl Witzman. Not sure you could be a guru without one, or a fez. You have to have a fez. You'd look good in a fez. Anyway, Jake Lindsay says, why does Santa like Christmas so much with Mrs. Claus? Because he only comes once a year. Jake, I'm surprised you said that. Naughty boy. Submit yourself to the Dark Mistress for your celebratory spanking. Excuse me. And Teresa Dunn, good morning, all. Sorry I'm late. Mwah, Teresa Dunn on YouTube. Glad you're here. Hope your day is going well. And Guru, didn't that destroy Mike Myers' career? It certainly didn't help. But anyway, Grant Lanker says, I don't care for Frank Zappa. To me, it's complicated for the sake of being complicated. I don't like music you can't hum to. Granted, that's a valid point. He did do some that are very hummable. I wouldn't say Bobby Brown Goes Down is one of them. That's nothing I'd hum in church. But he also had a piece that he wrote for Terry Bozzio, the great drummer Terry Bozzio, who was with Missing Persons in the 80s, also the Knack for a while. And Zappa could also play drums. In fact, I think in a couple bands before the Mothers, he was actually their drummer. And he wrote a drum piece for Terry to play, because Terry could do very complicated drum riffs and fills. And he wrote one, and Terry said that there were so many notes on it that it ought to be printed on black paper. It's an interesting drum piece too. But anyway, no. Everyone to their own taste, Brent. We can still be friends. And Carl, interesting, says Michaela Jade. And hey, Teresa, says Sarah. And hello, Teresa from Michaela Jade. And Brian Westlaw says, I remember in the 90s, his son was a host of this game show. That was hilarious. I forgot about that. I think it was on USA Network, I think it is. And also, Amit was on Robot Wars, or one of those robot competitions. with a lady named Tanya Meme, who was really fun and beautiful. But yeah, I remember both of them. And Amit had a couple of shows back in the '90s, I believe, too. Both crazy talented. Amit became like the businessman at the Zappa estate, and DDK says, "Poor Mike Myers." And hi, Teresa, says Trevor Hawkins, and DDK says, "Hi, Teresa," and Christian Basil goes, "Teresa." And had love for Christian from Sarah. And let's see, here's another comment dump. I really love StreamYard, but every now and then it just dumps comments, and I'm catching up. And when I'm trying to find a song that I like that I can send you, I guess it's not on YouTube. My favorite comedy team, Sharpling and Worcester, did a parody of Frank Zappa's music called Jazz Fart. Oh my God. If you find that, I would love to see that, Grant. Now, the thing is, I believe it was a German orchestra does a beautiful rendition of Peaches and Regalia. No guitars, no synthesizers. I think they have a harpsichord at one point for the middle bridge, but it's all horns and violins, and it is alternating between powerful and beautiful. It is really fun. I'll have to find that for you. I think you'd enjoy that. Good morning, Nevermorians, from Nicholas Anthony Talkert, the mighty manatee man himself. A quick reminder that I will be appearing on Joe Dog McKeel's Stupid O'Clock tonight. Is that tonight? I thought it was Thursday. Today's Wednesday, and we'll be all day. But anyway, the next episode of Stupid O'Clock, y'all need to listen to it because I want to see Nick Talkert on Joe Dog's show. And Christian Basil says, "Morning, my dark mistress." Mwah. And Amit Zappa, I believe was his name. Yeah, Amit is I think he's either the older or the younger brother. I think Moon is the oldest of the three. But anyway, yeah, Amit was turned into more of a business guy down the road. Carl Westman says, "Visited the Teespring shop. Why are you selling a Rising Tide jockstrap?" Oh, wait, it's a face mask. Never mind the furthermore. The plea of self-defense. But no, I suppose if you had real skinny legs, you could wear it. So stay safe. And show your love and support for this show and the Rising Tide movement and the Dark Church of the Rising Tide. So anyway, yeah, and I've been wearing this in public because I want to advertise. So anyway, no, I thought that'd be very timely. So, and mwah, my older boy. Ooh, and Christian is blushing and probably needs to. DDK says, "Will someone please paint me as one of their French girls?" I'll sit in on that session there. And Nick Tucker says, "Hope you guys stayed warm last night. The cold snap that hit us was pretty brutal." Yeah, and it's been like 2 days in a row. I think it's going to ease up a little tonight, and then we're going to get back to for central Indiana, reasonable temperatures, or as I've started calling it, Hoosiervania. And said photos here, Dee Dee, same here. Yeah, copy me in on that one too. Carl Wisman, French girls, and hi, Bill, says DDK, and thank you for the coffee and other drinks, Ted. John B. Pike of the Storyteller says, "I'm in the throes of open enrollment, super crazy times." Yeah, I'm still filling out my Medicaid stuff. Finally going to get part of that in the mail today. Oh, and also I'm going to be in the jury pool for Tippecanoe County. I got a letter the other day saying, "Hey, what dates are you free, Brian? We'd like to have you decide whether a person lives or dies." No, actually, I probably won't be called in for any of that. But I've never served jury duty, and I think it'd be a fun experience. I want to do it. And I think that coffee is spiked this morning, says Brett Sherman. With any luck, it is. And jockstrap, that's my Tweety Bird, says Teresa. Then you have a jockstrap on your Tweety Bird? Holy cow, you're careful with that thing. And just this morning, Brett, yeah, seriously. Carl Witzman, who waits for YouTube to take screenshots? Oh, yeah. I don't. I take them right away. I freeze the frame is what I do. DDK says, "I know I've been talking about this, but tomorrow I take my entrance exam. Beyond exciting, and we wish you all luck in the world, DDK. We hope, Deanne, that you'll ace them. I just know you will, because you are as brilliant as you are gorgeous, and that's a lot. So there you go." Sarah says, "Awesome, DD, and awesome merch, Brian." Thank you, Sarah. Thank you very much. I'm pretty happy with it. And if you see anything on Teespring that you think would make a good product, please let me know, and we'll look into the viability of it. Okay. And Susan Basham, who was that masked man? I don't know. but he left us this. Cue the William Tell overture. And DDK, we. Oh, ooh la la, says Christian Basil. And Brian, says Nick Tockard, after you remind the viewership of the glory of Cindy Kep's website, ckoepp.com, please share that link for the merchandise again. Nick, it is in the description down below. Actually, let me see if I can call that up here. Hold on here. Let's see here. And I'm going to try to copy it from my page on Facebook that is simultaneously running the show. And and there I am. And let's see if we can get that. Want some cool merch? And there it is. Here we go. We are copying and pasting the night away. Here we go. Here is the for cool merch. And we're just now posting that, and we'll get to that comment probably in about 2 hours from now. But anyway, thank you for that. Yes, and definitely go to ckoepp.com. Check out the work of Cindy Kep, who is a great supporter of the show. Great, and she is the Grand Inquisitor of the Dark Church of the Rising Tide, because she comes up with such great questions on Clever Tile Penning, and last night was no exception, I should say. She was incredible, as were all of you. And John C. Bruning had a great time, guys and gals, and he wants to come back. And DDK says, I need a mask and a tote bag. Well, or you can order it from my Teespring account, and I appreciate it. Thank you, darling. And please share that link with others. And okay, Brian, you can take the mask off now. Well, this one doesn't come off no matter how hard you put your foot up against the side of my face and pull. Anyway, I don't know, Susan, but he left behind this paper bullet. and Carl is mocked with Susan Basham's laughter, as well he should be. And Brian Weslaw says, WW Wonder Woman 84 will be the first movie on HBO Max that will be in 4K, Dolby Atmos, and Dolby Vision. But Warner Media is still at a stalemate with Roku. I don't know why they keep dragging this on. Roku is the #1 streaming device with over 46 million units in homes. Well, who's to say it's Warner Media's fault? It could be Roku's. We don't know the conversation between the two. It could be some sort of financial thing. I think Roku is shooting himself in the foot, but because I think WW84 is going to be great. And I know you love the theaters, and I want the theaters to go on, but I think we could be seeing a real title change with Wonder Woman 84 being released simultaneously to the AMC theater groups, as well as onto the HBO Max streaming platform. And actually that sort of thing has worked with episodes of Doctor Who in the last couple of years, where like the 50th anniversary episode, the regeneration of Peter Capaldi and Jodie Whittaker, and I believe Jodie Whittaker's first episode, were also theatrically shown with extra goodies. So I think this could be a good synergy between the two. And it could help keep the theaters open and still give people that big screen experience, especially since a show like Doctor Who is now done in high def. And it has been since Chris Chibnall took over 3 years ago. Anyway, Sarah, baby, it's cold outside, says Christian Basil. I love that song. I don't care what anyone says. And my favorite, though, is the Rod Stewart, Dolly Parton version. First, it's Rod Stewart and Dolly Parton. That alone should be all you need to know about the song. But their version, she is a goddess. She is amazing. And, and that one line that gives everyone the fits anymore is like, she's like, hey, what's in this drink? It's like Rod made her a roofie on the rocks or something. But anyway, DDK says, thank you, Sarah, and sends her love as Christian gets some love from Sarah, and you're most welcome, DD. And Cindy Kep, ckoepp.com for the best newsletter in the entire universe. Good morning. I only get to play briefly, dumb meetings. Phooey on your meetings. And more fun than a monkey barrel. I guess that's me on Smash Wars. Well, you compare me to any decent monkey barrel, I'll come out on top. Anyways, also Cindy Kep has some great books on Amazon. Please check them out. Like Animal Eye, Condemned Courier. We're going to show a spot for her stuff in just a moment here. And Susan Basham, yes, Glenn Fleming books are on Amazon. Just found them. I'm going to be looking for mine later. And Christian Basil says The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS merch shop Black Friday sale ends on December 7th. That is Monday morning. T-shirts, men's, women's, and children's masks, neck gaiter, phone case, mugs, bags, magnets, stickers, skateboards. Yes, I said skateboard, shower curtain, pillow, duvet, beach towels, and so much more. Check out the hwwswebtv.threadless.com/designs/The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS t-shirts, mugs, cases, and more. One home. Anyway, check out Christian Basil's merch too, because Christian is awesome and able to leave a tall building in single bound. That's my stuff on Amazon. Thank you, Cindy Kep. Also check out her work too, because she is an amazing writer. Now, darling, we love her. We are blessed to have her here. And how cool is she?
Author Cindy Kep is writing on the edge. Books include Remnant in the Stars, The Loudest Actions, Lines of Succession, Mindstorm, Condemned Courier, the Yerushalayim series, and Animal Eye. Find author Cindy Kep at ckoepp.com today.
See, that's what I've been saying. ckoepp.com. Check out the work of Cindy Kep. She is an amazing lady. And Gospel Illusionist Jake Lindsay says, gonna head out, my friends, eating KFC. Have a blessed day. Love you all. Love you too, Jake. Never forget that, brother. Anyway, leaving us for some chicken, I would too. I love their chicken. Lee's chicken's better. Anyway, Cindy Kep says, cooler than a cucumber, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockard on Amazon. Please support our Swordmaster's work there. And link to my author page. Teresa Dunn just finally set up, and it was Amazon's fault, not hers. Set up her author page on Amazon. Check it out. She stocked that thing well. She doesn't need me anymore. I'm really glad to say that. And have a blessed day, Jake, from Trevor Hawkins. Cindy Kep says, weirder than an 8-day clock. That's Cindy Kep on Amazon. Well, Cindy, we love your weird. We really do. And no one can rock a crochet needle like you or write a fantastic newsletter like you do. Robert Beatty says, if you're in the Casey, Illinois area, come check out the Beatty family Christmas display at 202 East Madison Avenue in Casey, Illinois. We have almost an entire city block decorated. Oh, Robert, that is beautiful. What I'd love to see you do, brother, is get your camera out and take a movie of it. Walk around the block and give us a travel log on that. I'd love to see that. And if you have a Facebook page, that would be super cool to put up there, man. That's great, Robert. I know you're proud of that. I'm proud of you, man. And check out The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS and become part of the legend. I'm part of the legend. I've been on a couple episodes. I had fun. That's a great show. And Cindy Kep says, please support your local Swordmaster Friday night at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. Tune in to the Historical Fencing Guild on YouTube. All right. Yeah, Nick Tocker does an incredible show every Friday night, and he makes me look like I am in a coma. All right. He I am completely dead to the world. He is high energy. I don't know what he's drinking, but oh my God, I need that stuff probably. And had a great interview with Travis Gibb this week. Please enjoy and learn about this awesome creator on YouTube under Ted Davies Artistry, and not only give that a like, but also subscribe to that channel too. We endorse that. And don't forget, tomorrow night, Nick Tockard will be on Stupid O'Clock at 9 p.m. I don't think our crew is ready. Joe Dog, I wasn't. I'll tell you that right now. When Nick is, he is like Mr. 3 Mile Island. He is like an explosion. And I just sat back and watched him roar. It was a glorious episode of Clever Title Pending. So anyway, definitely check out Stupid O'Clock tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern. You will love it. And the Animal Eye comic book miniseries is on the way. The artist Roll Cruz is working on the character designs now. Cindy, how does that feel? And they aren't Joe, says Carl Witzman from YouTube. Robert Beatty, much love, Brian. I appreciate it. Much love back at you, brothers. Seriously. I do mean it. Bill Sarton says, here's a festive joke that Cindy Kep will appreciate. Why did Rudolph get a bad report card? Because he went down in history. Oh, that's good. I like that. And one of my favorite, you talk about Rudolph. I love this cartoon. It appeared in the National Lampoon, I think it was years and years ago, and you can find it on the interwebs. But it shows like Rudolph sitting in like what was probably Santa's chair reading a newspaper, and behind him on the wall over the mantelpiece are the stuffed heads of the other reindeer, and it's captioned, "All the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names." I love that. Joe Dog McKeel says 2020 is over. There is light at the end of the tunnel. What are these two steel rails for? So you can get to the light faster. Remember, in this case, step into the light. Red Sherman says, Joe Dog, don't touch the rail. It's electrified. That's the only fun he has. What does Bill Sarton ask? What does Santa use to clean his sleigh? Sanitizer. I love it. That's funny, Bill. And that led to hashtag 3 midget sanitizer. Oh my God, it's always something. One day you're just minding your own business, and the next thing you know, it's 3 midgets and a taser. And I've had it with 2020, says Bill Sarton. I'm taking 2021 with a grain of salt and a slice of lemon and a shot of tequila. Yeah, I was saying last night that, or yesterday rather, or sometime, I picked up something on Facebook. Someone said at New Year's Eve, instead of yelling Happy New Year, let's all yell Jumanji and end this game. You know what I'm saying? I am tired of being in the LARP version of Jumanji. I've had enough of it. Nick Tucker says, Joe Dog, I've always enjoyed a melee bout. Being outnumbered is like a Studebaker, a bear in his natural environment. Oh, man. Oh, I just cannot wait to see the astonished expression on your panel's face when Nick Tucker unleashes himself. And I'm out of break. Cindy kept lurker mode won't engage, so I'll catch up with you all later. In the meantime, go support your favorite artistic sorts on Patreon. And Cindy kept, love you, hun. Hope you have a great day. And thank you for being here so very much. All right. Better notes, says Robert Beatty. I will be shooting a guest appearance tomorrow for Slash's Graveyard Tales only on the Monster Channel on Roku TV. I will be playing Santa Claus. The episode airs December 18th. See, Brian Wenzoff, Robert Beatty can get on Roku. Why can't Warner's? Ha, ha, ha. You're better than Warner's. That's why, Robert Beatty, you're so much cooler. That sounds cool. Hey, Robert, when that time comes and you want to promote that, go ahead and put that on the Rising Tide Publications page so we can spread the word about that, okay? Nick Tucker says, new artwork, a bit different than my usuals, up on deviantart.com/Nick T. Check it out. Also, check out Nicholas Tockard on Amazon.com. Also, Amanda Tockard on Amazon.com. No, that's not Nick on the weekends. Okay. That's his wife, and she's awesome too. And Bill Sarton says, for more of my ridiculous jokes, merry memes, wacky watch parties, and wonderful warm-up sketches from yesteryear, click on SartonArt76, the artwork of Bill Sarton, and join the far out and groovy kids on the artwork of Bill Sarton, where everything old is new again. Beautiful copy. All right. And bring Cookie home. Thank you, Nick Tucker. Thank you so much. Alfred Pennyworth says, let's not say Christian's name too much. He's like Beetlejuice. He's trying to pick up dead chicks in a doctor's office. What the hell? Anyway, did you get my promo ad? Brian, yesterday was jammed up. I have not looked for it, and that's the sort of thing you need to ask me off the air. So anyway, good morning, Amy from DDK. Meredith Lawgren says, Thursday on Geek Speak, Matthew and I are sitting with Tim English, author and historian. His book Lennon 1980 Playlist is on Amazon. 40th anniversary of John Lennon's death is next week. Wow. Yeah, I'm still, that affects me. I remember Elvis dying, the announcement of that, and that, was like, wow, didn't think that would ever happen. But John Lennon's assassination really hurt me, because John Lennon was another one of my heroes. I tend to like these iconic classic types. And Meredith Walker says, I cooked, grandma, Commas save lives, yeah. And what is that old thing about helping Uncle Jack off a donkey? That sort of thing. Anyway, thank you, Meredith, says Carl Witzman, in support of the Oxford comma. And Brian Wetzloff, it was in the 30s here this morning. Now, before you guys say, oh, that's not cold, have to remember that the cold from the ocean is different from the cold where it snows. It's all cold, Brian. Quit whining. Anyway, Joe Dog McKeel says, when it comes to Bobby Nash, snow is a good word. Check it out on Amazon. Search for Bobby Nash snow. And no matter what time of year, it's always hashtag the summer of snow. BobbyNash.com. Tell him we sent you. And, Joe Dog, you got to see if you can get Bobby on your show. He's frequently up at that hour. Definitely, talk to Bobby. And, he's a talker. He's a talker. I love the boy. He's a talker. And thumbs up, Meredith from Trevor Hawkins. And hashtag third rail electrified, says Carl Witzman. And hashtag 3 height challenge persons with taser. Thank you. Let's be correct about this now. Okay, shall we? Yes, we shall. And Carl is mocked with the laughter of Carly Carleen. And Russell Allen, RussExplode.com. Good morning, Nevermorians. Good morning to you. How's your, I haven't checked on your Kickstarter campaign. I hope it's doing well. And Brian is taking a comment dump, and I died, says Christian Basil. No, it was taken on me. Do you get that? I've never asked you. Do you get the comment dump? And Joe Dogg's, brought it up to the people at StreamYard. It's like 1 minute I'm cruising. Next thing I know, thump. I get like a bunch and drank. And if you want your drink to taste better, we'll tell you how in just a few comments. And Jessica Johnson, good morning, everyone. Mwah, Jessica, how are you this morning? How are you and Lonnie and the family doing? Hope you're well. Comment dump. Don't forget to wipe front to back. Anyway, thank you for that advice. And Jessica Johnson, good morning from Russell Allen. Russell Allen says, back a labor of love on Kickstarter, Zeno Nanai Titan on Facebook. Please check it out. You definitely don't want to miss it. I definitely endorse this. I seriously do, because I read the book. It is terrific, and he's got some really cool thank you gifts. And if you are looking for how you can wind up with cool merch like this, including phone cases and C19 masks in various colors, also tote bags and T-shirts and such, check out the new Rising Tide merchandise page at bit.ly/rising merch. That'll take you directly to that page, and please order generously. Remember, Christmas is coming. Share it with someone you love. And it's not just Rising Tide. That guy in the fez says it's cool. It must be. And could we get an outside person? And Meredith is going, wait a minute. We didn't say nothing about this. Anyway, Geek Insider says so. You need it. Anyway, Jessica Johnson has a link to the Facebook page for the Heroes for Kids, Perrysville, Missouri. One day when Illinois and Missouri open up again, you're going to be going to conventions, and the cool ones will have the Heroes for Kids who use their amazing cosplay powers to benefit the kids in the community. So check out that page. I love these guys and gals. They are awesome. And Heroes for Kids Con is happening in July. I will be there. We hope you will be too, as also the proceeds from that benefit a couple of really worthwhile organizations. John B. Pike, the storyteller. Brian, HBO Max is available on Roku. That's how we watch it. Well, there you go, Brian Wenzel. So they are getting the Roku treatment, I guess it sounds like to me. Thank you very much for that, John B. Pica. Much appreciated. JohnPica.com. Check out what that man does. Nick Tucker. So how about a Brian K. Morris custom plush? Not to steal the traveling TARDIS shtick, but Mini BKM could get in all manner of mischief. Why, let's see. Are you referring, young man, to this? Contact me. I'll put you in touch with the lady who makes this. See, it has the sideburns, the same gloriously plunging back of the neckline there, bow tie, and the pants and the shoes, and the just looks adorable. Don't you want to clutch him to your bosom? I know you do, and I would pay to have Sarah do that on Michaela, but it's preferably simultaneously. But anyway, enough about my twisted fantasies. Yes, plush would be fun. We need that. And somehow I deleted part of my comment, but last night I did a live reading on Facebook at Russ Explode Studios, Books with Heart. Oh, cool. Very cool. I will have to check that out. Now, something you all should check out, actually, As Jessica Johnson says, Heroes for Kids Comic-Con is July 17th, 2021 in Perryville, Missouri. The proceeds to benefit the Missouri National Veterans Memorial Wall and St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Some spaces are still available. Please direct message her for more info. She is in charge. Lonnie her husband Lonnie will be the first to admit it. And please check it out. It's going to be a fun time. I will be there. I will be one of the people getting a table, and it'll be great. It'll be a lot of fun. Looking forward to it. And DDK just moved from Casey. That's right. You did. Casey's a cool little place, I think. And Eric Siebel, good morning, Brian. Eric, good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. My wife, Kelly, Eric's wife, Kelly, actually, Kelly Burns-Siebold is about to release her first book, Shattered by Christmas, in ebook format on Kindle. Check out her author page on Facebook's Kelly Siebold Author. Do that thing, people. Do that thing. And Nick Tockert says, I am going to be enduring literal electric shock needle testing early Friday, so the Historical Fencing Guild live stream may be interesting this week. Are you going to light up in the dark? I think that would be so much fun. That'd be cool. I'd go in for that myself if I thought that would work. Once again, jumping between channel accounts and liking the vid from each to boost your likes. Back of the Cereal Box, you totally rock, my man. And definitely check out Back of the Cereal Box. That's a great new channel. You all ought to subscribe to that, seriously. John B. Pike attested, Brian approved. And Back of the Cereal Box says, and I'm booking comic artists, authors, and other podcasters as guests. Well, I hope to be worthy one day. Maybe you'll ask me. And thanks for all you do, Brian K. Morris. Hashtag OneFez promotes them. Oh, thank you, Ted Davies. Well, dude, you're pretty awesome yourself. Go and check out that Travis Gibb interview you've got on Ted Davies Artistry on YouTube. Also, check him out on teddavies.com and Ted Davies Artistry on teddaviesartistry.com, and Ted Davies Artistry on Facebook. And also, that man has merch too. So, Christmas is coming, people. Get the one you love. Some mugs. Anyway, Back in the Cereal Box, unfortunately, I have to watch with no sound because I'm on the phone in meetings, so I have no idea what Brian is saying. And he mocks me with his laughter. I have no idea what I'm saying either. So, and Jessica Johnson, thank you for sharing this video. Appreciate you, hon. Haven't talked to you in ages. So glad to see you here. Everyone have a great day. Hashtag 3 midgets and a taser. That's better than that's the only thing better is one shot, one glass. What's the old George Thorogood song? But anyway, have a great day. You can tell I need more covfefe. You could tell, and it's going to taste great in this cup available from Teespring. Check out my merch line. Anyway, everyone check out that Ted Davies Artistry. Thank you, Ted, for being here. Thank you for all you do, brother. You are a titan. You really are. Back in the Cereal Box says, I'm super frustrated with the CW app. They are not releasing Swamp Thing on a consistent basis. I'm not sure I love the show, but I'm invested and want to see the rest of the dang series. I tried watching it. I couldn't get into the first episode for some reason. It wasn't, and I got to catch up on Stargirl too. I really do. And use your imagination, John B. That's right. You could do like a "What's Up, Tiger Lily" and fill in the dialogue yourself. That'd be great. And Emmy Guru, me Brian, Fez included. Yeah, aren't I adorable? Totes adorable. I'm telling you. Yes, I have stuff that fell down here. Yes, it's my alternate sunglasses. Actually, I don't wear sunglasses, but anyway, I wear sunglasses at night, just like the song says. Anyway, isn't that the most adorable thing ever? And Carl Witzman says, there aren't any cocktail glasses on the Rising Tide store. I'll have to get one of the stickers and wrap it around a glass. So I will look for that. Cocktail glasses. Cocktail. I'm writing it down, Carl. Cocktail glasses. Let's see what they have. Let's see what I can do there, okay? Just for you. I take requests. And got to go. Big phone call, big hugs to you and Cookie. Much love to you and the fam. Jessica Johnson, good to see you. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're surviving. And y'all need COVID masks. Y'all need COVID masks. It'll keep you safe. But we're making no claims, seriously. And Rick Bradley, good to see you. Rick Bradley will be on tonight's special edition of Clever Title Pending with myself, Charles F. Millhouse, Kelly Austin, and the one and only Bobby Nash. Looking forward to our discussion of Pope Reality tonight. And Brian Wesloff Actually, John B. Pike, a Roku doesn't have HBO Max. They have the regular HBO Max. HBO Max is on Xbox, Amazon, Apple TV, Google Chromecast, and I believe PS4. Well, then, what do they need Roku for? They're everywhere else. Anyway, Nick Tockard has his DeviantArt page, Crossing the Rainbow River. Ooh, got to check that out. And liking from Facebook. Thank you, John B. Pica. And sharing. Thank you, John. I appreciate that so very much. I really do. And there are glasses in my merch store at Cafe Press, says Michaela Jade. Boy, you could get all kinds of cool stuff from your friends on this page. I'm telling you, it's a glorious thing. And bottle openers would be a good addition to the merch. Okay. I will look into that. Thank you, Deanne. Thank you very much. And put in a link somewhere, Michaela. Seriously. Yeah, put in a link. Like that. Anyway, Nick Tockard says, I was asked by someone for a direct link to the Simple Sword ebook, and this should be it. So check out the Simple Sword, the Historical Fencing Defense book. It is a great reference book for writers and artists who want to do this right. And people will know. People will know. And there is our merch page. It's also in our all the backlinks that we have that adorn this program, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. So anyway, Michaela Jade says, I did. I don't think YouTube showed them. Yeah, the thing is, YouTube is really bad. You can put in the link, but it won't be a hyperlink. You know what I'm saying? So you have to cut and paste from there. And Rising Tide merch. Excuse me. Let me go back, Brian. Rising Tide merch. Dang it, I'm broke enough as it is. Well, dude, we'll have it up. It won't be for one day. You save up. Get yourself a paper route or something, okay? Get like a third and fourth job. And this Saturday on Reels and Heels, join us for a discussion about Christmas films, where you'll find out how Lethal Weapon is a modern take of It's a Wonderful Life. I'd like to hear that stretch. At 2:15 Eastern on Facebook and the HWWS Web TV YouTube channel. Check all that out. That will be fun. And by the way, we've got, like I said, this is going to be an aggressive broadcast week for us. We had, we've had two Nevermind the Furthermores and a great clever title pending last night. Please check out John C. Bruning. If you've never heard of him, you're going to love him. He is great. He's funny. He's intelligent. And speaking of funny and intelligent and beautiful, there is Michaela Jade with her merchandise. Please check out Michaela's merchandise. I love saying that. And yes, you know what I'm thinking. Anyway, please check out Michaela Jade, what she's got there. And see, you can post it. Like I said, it won't become a hyperlink. There is the only thing. And there you go. And thank you, Michaela. We love sharing what you got there, so to speak. And speaking of jockstraps, I'd add it to the merch list. I'm not above it, Deanne. I would sincerely do it. And if you back Zenonite Titan and bring a friend, you get a Metal Explode member card with art by me and a permanent 10% off my website and any cons I attend for life when you both fund. Excellent. That's a great idea, Russell. Very clever. I like that, dude. Seriously, check out Zenonite Titan, ZenoniteTitan.com, but check out Zenonite Titan on Kickstarter. It is funding now, and it is glorious. But yeah, anyway, about our schedule tonight, like I said, at 8 p.m., we will have a special Clever Title pending with myself and special co-host Charles F. Millhouse, and we will be hosting Rick Bradley, Kelly Austin, and the one, the only Bobby Nash. I believe that is his first name, the one, the only. But anyway, BobbyNash.com. But please join the five of us tonight for a panel discussion on Pulp Reality #1, the book that was so anticipated that it had to be released early. I'm serious. It's available now on Amazon. You'll see a link for it in the introduction for that show. We'll be on at 8 p.m. tonight Eastern, 7 p.m. Central Time, and we look forward to your questions. All right. And tomorrow at 11 a.m., Carl Witzman and Ted Davies will be having a live broadcast together. We all got to check that out. That'll be on Ted Davies Artistry on YouTube. And then Friday, we'll have a regular Nevermind the Furthermore. Now, Saturday, busy. At 1:15 to 1:30, I will be a guest at CromCon 9. 10 will be next month. CromCon 9, the great virtual convention with Pops Van Zandt. And it'll be a day of elevator pitches. Now, I've gotten permission from from the man Pops himself to do a talk about elevator pitches. I hear so few of them, and it's annoying as hell. I have actually gotten compliments and hugs from people who appreciate me not wasting their time. And I go on shows where somebody said, "Well, tell us about your project." And I could tell, almost anything I do in about 15 seconds or so, such as this book here, Quest for the Space Gods from Flinch Books. It is basically Carl Kolchak meets Chariots of the Gods. Conrad von Honig is a disgraced journalist because of his views about alien intervention in earthly affairs. So he now roams the globe, finding adventure and seeking vindication for his views and to prepare us for their returns. Quest for the Space Gods, an incredible book from Flinch Books, available on Amazon now. So anyway, please check that out. And then at 5 p.m. to 5:30, I will be talking with people about Lynn Shively's new book, The Battle of Sleeping Lady. It'll be this Saturday from 5 p.m. to 5:30 Eastern Time, and we will be welcoming your questions. We'll be talking about our friendship with Lynn, and if you have questions about publishing or writing, we'd welcome that. Otherwise, just me talking for half an hour. But we'll be reading your comments. There'll be a special Nevermind the Furthermore for that. And then we want to say it because this is our buddy. This is our good buddy. 11 p.m. Eastern Time, go to Demon Nation Sin Station on YouTube, because Demon Phil Locklear has got a great announcement. Now, he's taking the rest of December off because he's smarter than I am. I'm actually doing more shows. He's doing none to kind of charge up his batteries, but he says he's got a special announcement on Saturday night that he's going to deliver, and I think it's worth checking out. But you also got to watch Stupid O'Clock at 11 o'clock too. So anyway, a lot of good stuff happening, a lot of good stuff from us coming up soon. So anyway, let's get back to your comments to close out the show. Let's see, here we go. And author Michaela Jade says, you can get undies in my merch shop too. But have they been laundered? That's the thing I want to know. Rick Bradley says, jockstraps would give new meaning to the rising tide. That's true. That's how you keep your rising tide from getting damaged. And Michaela J says, that's right. You too can get into my panties. How I've longed to hear those words. Check out Cafe Press, Michaela's merch. Definitely, you want in her panties. So definitely get yourself a pair of Christian. They may come in your size too. And ooh, says John B. Pike, I wish I wasn't traveling to Huntsville on Saturday. I am a Christmas movie maven. Seriously, you gotta have John B. Pike on your show, Brian Winslow. And Joe Dog McKeel just got some news. Got to confirm it. Then live stream coming up later today on the Armchair Rocket Science channel on happenings in Texas, and a big one sometime this weekend. Shut up, Christian. Most likely Friday. Looking forward to it, brother. And then John B. Pike wants, then how am I watching it? Good point. And DDK says, would you mind if I let everyone know how my tests went? I've received so much love here. I feel like you're part of my journey. DDK, I was going to say, please let us know how you do, hon. You carry our love with you, and our preliminary congratulations. We are sure you're going to ace this. We're so proud of you for even just making the effort, hon. You are amazing. You are beautiful. We love you, and we got to get a smoothie sometime. Grant Langer says, scientific question. If you eat a donut for breakfast, then go to the bathroom 2 hours later, shouldn't the poop have a hole in it? No. Anyway, that's a good question. So anyway, maybe you are casting it, says Brian Wensloff. And DDK, we talk about everything else, so go for it. I think you got your vote there. And thank you, Carl, from DDK. And confirmed, woohoo, says Joe Dog. We got some news coming, it sounds like. And wow, I have to check that out, Michaela, because Carl Witzman would definitely like to get in your panties. We have talked about it frequently. And Rick Bradley says, will everyone work Beckons? Stupid responsibilities. Yeah, I can imagine it. Beckons and saves his four other fingers for later. And everyone take care and stay creative. Rick Bradley, looking forward to having you tonight on the show, and Clever Title pending at 8 p.m. Brother, you have a great day, and we'll talk to you tonight. And for once, we're going to close early, because Cookie needs her lunch. So anyway, because she's got to work today and I've got to get that done for her. So everyone, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching last night on Clever Tile Pending. We hope you check out tonight's special episode and also this coming Tuesday when we have Ted Davies Artistry on. That's going to be a great show. Looking forward to that. And Sam Campbell, saw you sneak in. Sam, good to see you. Hope you are having a great week so far. And check out the work of Sam Campbell on Amazon. He is awesome. So anyway, folks, thank you again for being here. We hope you have a sensational day, and have a great day, Rick, and love you, Brian and Cookie. Love you too, DDK. Love you, Deanne. My love to you in Austin. Hope you have a great day, hon. And Joe Dog says, hashtag don't die, go feed Cookie. Yeah, definitely. I could be a fine red mist if I don't do that. Susan Basham, love you, hon. Mwah. Thanks, everyone. Enjoy lunch. Enjoy you being here, hon. Hope to see you back again real soon. And Russell Allen says, have a great day, and hashtag feed Cookie. Yeah, seriously. Otherwise, I won't be able to interview no more, and I won't be interviewed by you no more. I want that to happen, Russell, and I want you all to check out Xeno Nanite Titan on Kickstarter. You will love that book. Seriously, it is so good. I read it. Anyway, thank you all for being here. We do appreciate your being here, and hope that you all have a sensational midpoint to your week. We hope you make it special for someone else as well, and hope you get a lot done today, so you can get that glow of accomplishment. And please check out all the links that you see here on this page. Please check out our new merch page. We hope you like what you see. And big thank you to Plasma Fire Graphics for their sponsorship of this program. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you, and it should, because it matters. It's vital to your readers, so you should treat it with importance, and you'll do so if you check out plasmafiregraphics.com. They also have a page on Facebook. Thank you for your ongoing support of our endeavors, young man. Anyway, everyone have a fantastic day. And also thank you to Geek Insider for helping power this page. Thank you for all you do for us. And thank you all for showing up and gracing us with your comments. You guys and gals are awesome. Love the heck out of you all. And stay safe all. You too. Deanne, we look forward to the results of your testing. We really do. And please, there's some people that are hurting today. I also want to send out a special note for a lady named, Kathy, who just found out she has breast cancer. We'll have more information on that, but please send her your prayers and well wishes. All right. She's part of the Mountain Gypsies, and she just recently made the announcement. So anyway, there's people hurting. Please see what you can do to comfort them, and celebrate creativity, because that's how we're going to change the world, everyone. So anyway, please, thank you as always. Please check out risingtide.pub, where you can sign up for my free monthly newsletter. People found out about the merch line last night at 5:15 p.m. You can get advanced word on things too. If you go to risingtide.pub and sign up for the free monthly newsletter, next issue will be out January 1st, 2021, the first newsletter of the new year. And we have news, we have inspirational quotes, we have secret links, and just all kinds of really cool stuff we think you'll enjoy. So please sign up. And also, if you don't want to do that, if you have Facebook Messenger, send me a direct message with your email address and I will sign you up personally. But every month we provide motivation, education, and inspiration that I think you all can use. And if you're watching us on YouTube right now, thank you very much. If you enjoyed what you've seen and heard, what part of Illinois were you raised in? Yeah, that part. Anyway, if you like what you see in here, please give the video a thumbs up if you would, and please subscribe. It costs you nothing. It just takes a couple seconds of your time, and it means a lot. It helps us so very much in our searchability on YouTube and on Google. And be sure to ring that bell so you'll be notified of all future special shows that we do on the channel. And if you're watching us on YouTube on either the Rising Tide Publications page or IndieVent, please give the video a like. We would appreciate that. And also, please show your support for that page and thank them by giving the page a like too. Rising Tide Publications page has over 2,200 likes right now. We'd really love to hit 2,300 soon, and it's only with your help that we can do so. And it is appreciated. Please check out our new merchandise line, where you can get drinking mugs, COVID masks and t-shirts and all kinds of really cool merchandise. And if you see something you like elsewhere, we'll see if we can get it put up on our page for you. Okay. So anyway, that's all we've got for right now. We will be taking our leave and getting Cookie fed because that's important to us all. It'll keep me alive. Anyway, we'll see you tonight on a special Clever Title Pending at 8 p.m. with our special guests, Charles F. Millhouse, Rick Bradley, Kelly Austin, and Bobby Nash. And we're going to be talking about Pulp Reality #1. So in the meantime, you all have a fantastic Wednesday. Enjoy your hump day. And as always, stay smart, stay safe, wash your hands, and never apologize for being awesome, because that's exactly what you are. You guys are amazing. Please check out our advertisers, and thank you for being here on Nevermind the Furthermore. We'll see you tonight at 8, and we'll see you Friday morning again at 10 on another Nevermind the Furthermore. Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you for tuning in to Nevermind the Furthermore, a Rising Tide Publications and Brian K. Morris production. Member of the Comic Book Advocating Network and sponsored by GeekInsider.com. Become part of our show with sponsorship and advertising opportunities. For details, contact advertising at geekinsider.com or visit podcast.geekinsider.com. The Geek Insider podcast is available on your favorite app, so please hit the follow button and share it out to your friends, because if you don't, you might have to turn in your geek card.
Stormgate Press presents a collection of 7 new short stories from today's leading authors and illustrators in the new pulp genre. Experience courageous two-fisted heroes and their intrepid and often dangerous exploits. From dark, watery depths to high-flying heights, these fantastic tales span the globe and take the reader on fast-paced adventures in classic pulp style. Take a seat as we pull back the curtain on days gone by with edge-of-your-seat storytelling in the vein of Golden Age era pulp fiction. This is Pulp Reality. Available now from Stormgate Press on Amazon.com.
Go thee to thy rest, O Shades. Thou hast served well in life. Now take thy reward.
From author Brian K. Morris comes an epic tale of armor forged by a god, a hero forged by courage, and an ancient menace poised to re-emerge and threaten our world. Volcana, Rebirth of the Champion, is available on Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
Now, every Sunday morning, longtime independent comics creator and Indie Volt podcaster Randy Zimmerman hosts a discussion on the lighter side of comics, the more whimsical and fun comics out there on the Sunday Funnies. That's 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Sunday on Indie Volt, indievolt.com, the Indie Volt YouTube channel, and the usual Indie Volt sites on Facebook. Listen in, won't you? Participate in the chat. Let's have some fun. See you there.